I'm in a wheelchair, and I'm gonna tell you why I am in a wheelchair. Yeah, it was 6 weeks ago. I did something reckless, something I should not have done. I was in Åre in northern Sweden. Let's see here. Do I have? Yeah, I have a map of Sweden here. Yeah, there I was. And in Åre, I did not ski, even though it was a skiing trip. I did something else. And what I did was that I went on a mattress. One of those square mattresses that they wrap around poles, trees, and metal structures to protect the skiers. But we took one of those mattresses and we sat on it and went down the hill. And it went surprisingly quickly because it was a very slippery plastic. And yeah, it just went much faster than any snowboard, any skis, or any like bobsled that I ever used before. And we were 4 people on that mattress, and that made it even heavier and faster. So when we were in the slope and going down, we lost control immediately. We couldn't steer it, we couldn't brake it, and quite quickly we went off the slope into a forest, and then I hit a tree, like that. And quite quickly after I hit the tree, the ambulance came and picked me up and took me to Östersund, the closest city with a hospital. And that ambulance ride took about 1.5 hours, and yeah, I survived that ride. I was bleeding internally, so in the ambulance they gave me some plasma, blood substitute, and also when I arrived to the hospital they gave me some more blood. So in the first hospital in Östersund they stopped the bleeding, and they did it with a pretty cool technique. So they didn't like operate on me like down there where I had the injury. I fractured my pelvis, so the pelvis is down here. So they didn't no surgery down here. But what they did is they stick in a metal thread into my arm that went into the arm, then down through my vein to where it was bleeding. So through the veins in my arm down to the area where it was bleeding, down in the pelvis. And then they could stop the bleeding with those metal wires, kind of like a knot. They kind of used the metal to stop the flow of the blood. And then they took me from that hospital with an airplane to Linköping, to the bigger hospital where they made the surgery, the orthopedical surgery, where they put my bones together. So this is an X-ray from before the surgery, and you can see my bone is broken in 4 places. It's here, and it's down here, and then it was down here, and then one more place, up here. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. But here it's only black. So in this particular X-ray, you can't see the 4th injury. And then after the first surgery, it looked like this. So they have screws here, and here, and here, and then some metal stuff here to put me together. And then they had another surgery after that, the second surgery, this one. And then they also fixed this bone here that also was broken. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you how it looks like right now. So if I just angle this down a little bit. So this was, as I said earlier, 7 weeks ago, exactly 7 weeks ago. So this is the metal bar, aluminium bar that holds me together. So this one kind of enables my pelvis to stay together in one piece. So at the time of injury, my pelvis was broken in 4 in 4 places, like 4 major fractures, and then there was probably like many tiny fractures as well. But those 4 main fractures meant that my pelvis was totally open. So I couldn't stand, couldn't walk, couldn't use my legs. I was like a wet noodle. So that's why it's gonna take about 2 more weeks from now on, maybe 1 to 2 more weeks from this day, until they can remove this outer metal bar, and then I can start my walking exercise and really start the rehabilitation. Right now there's not much I can do. I can move my legs a little bit to keep them from degrading too quickly, but I can't really do any heavy exercise. Can't put any weight on my feet. Yeah, so don't go on mattress in the snow unless you are totally sure it's safe, which it wasn't for us. What I should have done is I should have taken the mattress, like kind of not that far up, maybe in a wider slope and away from any dangerous trees, but I didn't.